cutscene. This will explain why Gabriel Knight is where Gabriel Knight is. And also, we have boobies. Mike Kayla said boobies!
It's art.
It is art, people. It is not boobies. Did it not work? This is the 3D graphics of blocking game. You're going to see that 1992? Ooh, 1999. But, and lots of criticism. Lots and lots and lots of criticism for this game. I felt like it could have done a lot better with the amount of time. How long had it been since it
released? 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years. They felt like the graphics, but they were doing that 3D graphics that was so prevalent of the time.
Yeah, well, this later 90s, so all the games had 3D, whether they really needed it or not. So Mega Man was 45. One thing I read that it wasn't really a sequel to this because it just didn't sell well. They were trying to have to design another game engine, which just made it really expensive. And I think I read somewhere that they use this release quite slimy. Hey, give it one. Play.
Oh my gosh, Katie, I forgot. The music's way louder than we are. Yeah, we can't do anything about the cutscene right now. We'll get in, and I promise we'll adjust the sound. We'll talk as loud as we can through the mic.
Gabriel just got his ass kicked, so he's very groggy right now on the train. He was chasing after some vampires who kidnapped a baby Ben Hoga. So this was also pretty much about the last remnants of the old classic Sierra. This was like the last adventure game they still had in the pipeline. So in November '98, they had Quest for Glory 5 and King's Quest: Mask of Eternity. This one came out November 18th, 1999.
Did two men with a trunk get off here by any chance?
Oui,
Which way did they go?
that way, monsieur.
Oh, where are we anyway?
Guise. France.
Is there text?
There will.
Let me help you, monsieur. There is a taxi at front, and a hotel nearby in Rennes-le-Château.
Appreciate it.
Kudos for awesome music. That's one thing I do like.
Also done by Robert Holmes, who did the soundtrack in the first.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and restore because we have a set game that has the sounds turned down and everything else. I'm positive. We're gonna look at settings right now though, just in case to check and see the advanced options of sound, and you'll see it is turned down. Some simultaneous sounds are a little high still. I want you to immerse yourself in the music, but I don't want it to drown us out in the stream. So, save. And now we'll take it away and let you take the
Oh,
helm.
you wanted to play this?
We wanted to play this. Okay, so now, Kitty, is the game sound louder than us?
Single click.
So you can
Kind
see
of a
he's
bushy thing, isn't it?
kind of bushy thing, huh? You can see that it's definitely more of a 3D. It's less pleasing to the eye. What were your first? And of course, we started 0, of 965 points. When you played it the first time, what was your thought as a Sierra player, as someone who's played tons and tons of Sierra adventures?
Well, I know I bought
want
it
the
on
box?
I know I bought it on the day the game came out.
Okay, so we do have the original box that we bought it.
Yeah, got a little squish on top. But
I think there
otherwise it's
may be
okay.
a book available as well for this one.
No, not that I know of. Also came with there was a comic like the first one had,
Oh,
which
okay.
explains what's going on. So yeah, software, etc.
Software for etc. Did you guys have software etc. there in Canada?
I don't even know if that's even around anymore.
I don't think it was. It's around. It
November
was
18th,
around in the
1990.
90s, and it was a big software store. And it kind of went other way once, like Best Buy, and now even then, I'm trying to think what other equivalent Apple Store before the Apple stores and stuff.
So anyway, this explains. You didn't read this, did you?
No, I haven't, but I know
It explains
I know the
what's
story.
going on at the beginning. So.
Okay, so there's a book inside the box and they didn't give you that comic as part of the game, which is kind of an interesting thing, that and I think it would take too long to even really. I don't know. I guess we could. Yeah, sit back. Dear Mr. Knight, please accept our invitation to a weekend at Cypress Grove Manor for you and a companion. My wife and I would very much like to make your acquaintance. Our house secretary will be contacting you to make travel arrangements.
Somebody must have had a note in here or something. Somebody must have had a note in here or something.
A note. I thought he said a knife.
Yeah, it's like a piece of tape.
Gotcha. So we picked up a piece of tape.
Your basic Y hang-up. Good thing Joan Crawford ain't
Some of this
around.
is really dated too.
Well, that's a really dated joke.
So Grace says, wow, you've been invited to Paris by Prince James Albany. Gabriel Knight, let me see, never heard of him. Let me look him up on Sydney. So Sydney is the computer system and we will see Grace a little bit later. He's the current Stuart heir, the kings of Scotland, now in exile. And besides, I don't even know these people. They must have heard of a new Ritter Skyen. I'm not a Skyen. It's a chance to meet European society. That's exactly why I don't want to snooze. How did she do it, ladies and gentlemen? So we're going right there. And they wanted to meet you, of course, and this is really exciting. You're like royalty. I'm not royalty. I'm neither is this guy if he's in exile. We're not going. Okay, I'll just call the secretary guy and see if I can get more information. So while we are there in visiting the prince, somebody steals their baby. Sounds like the other game we were just watching. Also, no Stuart heirs have unusual episodes. They wake in the morning exhausted and pale. Upon examination, it is evident they are suffering from anemia. Gradually, they recover, but it happens again, sometimes within a month, sometimes not for a year. It sounds like a medical problem. Does it? Oh, God. There's no trace of an assailant. No, over the centuries, we've tried everything.
What is
Guards,
that?
dogs, locked rooms. Guards and dogs fall asleep. Locks are broken. Nothing stops it. You want us to protect
That
you,
wouldn't do much
not
good. The
me.
door's locked.
There's someone I want you to meet. Thank you, Mesme. This is my son, Charles, my first child. Isn't he beautiful? I don't
wouldn't
expect
do
you to
much good.
understand,
The
but it was
door's
my own
locked.
suffering. I couldn't accept the night visitors, as we call them.
That
But
wouldn't do
now
much
it's
good. The
Charlie, and I
door's
cannot
locked.
bear the thought. We are going to protect the baby from these night visitors. We'll do our best.
I guess the luck prevents.
Do I
anyone
have
from
my
coming in that
talisman
way.
as well? Will that protect me against this? Because look at.
Yeah, like inventory. There's the talisman.
Okay, the thing that gets me worried is getting them show up. We could be sitting up for nights for months, don't you think, Grace?
The
And Grace went to
Schattenjäger
sleep.
talisman.
Make
It's kinda like
that
a lucky
I
rabbit's
could be
foot,
staying
only
up for
big
nights. So
and
Gabriel
heavy.
Knight watched over the baby. Grace Thunk. No! No! Holy crap. And before the Schattenjäger can even move, the figure is gone,
That
and
platform
so
looks
is the
sturdy.
baby. The pursuit begins in a warm Paris
Yeah,
night. Gabriel
that
Knight
sounds
jumped
like
on his
fun.
bike. That's another thing. You'll be able to use his bike.
I can't reach it
At
too
times
well
when the
from here.
headlights penetrate the car, he sees two figures and two men. Two men and a baby. Did anyone? Number 4 gets on the train
door must
and
lead to
finds
the
the
adjoining
baby
room.
and finds the men, and they beat the tar out of him. And that's the last scene, is the thunk thunk of him being beaten by the two men that stole the baby.
It's not his motorcycle we need to use later on.
I may not know art,
Okay.
but I like it.
You like it. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the sound just a little bit more.
I can't really hear it.
We can hear it, but also I can't hear it, but I know you need that.
That's not very
Okay, alright. So, anyway, that is the game we are currently playing. It is called Gabriel Knight, The Blood of the Sacred, The Blood of the Damned. Put it back on the shelf. Okay, so
Trash cans, the mark of a really fine hotel. Kind of a big bed for little old me.
and of course Tim Curry is back in this. Is Mark Hamill also? He is not.
No.
Okay, mostly. Okay. Wink,
Yeah,
wink, wink,
and
wink,
Gabriel
wink,
Knight
wink,
won.
wink, 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 wink. Hello, Wink. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Wink.
And Gabriel Knight won. Mark Hamill voiced the character Detective Mosley. Didn't happen for this one. I think the explanation was it was just going to cost too much.
They probably couldn't
Mark
afford
Hamill.
it. Mark
the second
Hamill,
one.
Luke Skywalker, Star Wars. Who knows? Maybe he was shooting Star Wars movie at the time.
No.
No?
Not in 99, 98, 99, no.
So what is that?
That
Look
looks like
closer.
fun.
Is that magnified
Except for
to
the
like
rowing
look
part.
closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you wanted.
Who would wear a white suit in a boat? Who would wear a white suit, period? That's the door to the bathroom.
Ooh, all of a sudden went really white and bright. But once again, these 3D graphics are just really harsh. But at least we're seeing it. In the earlier games I've tried to launch for this, I've had double screen. I've had mouse that floats all over the screen. So we're really excited that we are going to at least be able to show you this. You, as in you, my audience who are out there. Look at the shower head. Some details were really done well. And some details are really obscured.
I don't even have my toothbrush with me. Good thing I drink coffee. It'll disintegrate just about anything. Greatest invention since fire. Don't need it.
Well, if you were space janitor, you would.
What? Is this Saturday already?
I see people.
Funny.
That's so weird. I need to.
I'd always heard the French didn't have those things. A daily supply of clean towels, reason number 1 for staying at a hotel. That's a bit anal, isn't it? Nope, those don't work together.
So that's the thing. You can combine things to make them work. I remember that. I'm trying to remember. I was sitting there trying to remember, when did I play this game?
I could let you
Now
see
I
me
think
doing
I
that.
played it in the
But then
summer
I'd have to
when
kill you.
when I had the kidney problems and I was laying in bed most of the time.
I remember when I first played this in 1999. Had it because it was 3D. Actually, I had to go get a 3D accelerator card. So I had like a Diamond 2D video card that was like maybe 1 megabyte, and then got a 3DFX Voodoo. I think it was a Voodoo 3 video card, and so then you had to attach the two with a cable. That's how you were able to play 3D games. So it wasn't just one video card; it was 2 different video cards. You had to kind of do a bypass through.
Was that also played on the Mac?
No.
No,
This
it was
never
played
made on Mac.
Never got made to the
No,
Mac.
this was
Okay.
on whatever PC I had at the time. Probably something.
The Dell.
No, it was. We didn't have the Dell yet. That
What,
was until
Micron?
2003. No, that wouldn't have been able to write. No, this was.
Okay.
If you let me finish, it was probably the Project Industry
Ooh.
computer it built.
Okay, Project Industry, yeah. That was a great place. You could go and get a bare bones computer and put it in all the parts and pieces for less than $1,000 at that time, which was a great deal. Yeah, maybe put it together for about $500 with every parts and pieces that we needed. But yeah, I love the square roll of toilet paper.
Yeah. I say early 3D was blocky.
You just couldn't really get that rounded look. I mean, they tried in different places, and we'll notice that, but you just really couldn't get it.
Don't need it.
Don't want it.
Greatest invention since fire. Nope, those don't work together.
Okay. So we spent a lot of time in the hotel room here. Anyway, one thing I wanted to do real quick. Mike Cade has arrived in, and
Mike Gates here.
We just saw him.
Ba-da-da-da. Have a great time. We're glad
Hey,
to
Mike
see ya.
Cade.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Have a great day. Beep. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Okay, I need to generate a token. Just give me a second. You think I'd be so used to typing?
Oh, jeez, my legs.
Chad went on a hike yesterday, and he is sore. Or, you know what would probably help you, Chad? Drop an Advil, or even that BioFreeze on your sore parts of your joints.
No, right now my muscles are just tight.
I should have you do my exercises for me.
That's not how it works. Speaking of, you haven't done them much lately,
No.
especially the foot ones. Probably should have an arm one too.
Oops. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get my... Doesn't feel like 30 days since the last time they did this. Damn it. We're all over the board. We got Chad walking away. We got me walking away. Turning away. Meanwhile, Mike Gates here. All right, yes, I authorized it already, so Jesus Criminy, just connect. I really wish they would fix that, you know. I really wish they would just fix that. Get it, you know, what? No, Stream Avatars doesn't require you to constantly redo your token over and over and over again. But I can't see the damn chat. There it is. All right. Okay, hey, Mike Cade. Hi, how you doing? All right, we are going to go back and start playing some more. And this time we're going to actually really get into this game. Get out of the bathroom. Get out of the bathroom. If I can figure out how to do it. Okay, hold on. I think that's just.
I've been living with 2 women for the past year. I couldn't get myself to leave it open now, even under pain of death.
Hello. Did you hear what he says? This is funny. Then you click on it and you say,
I've been living with 2 women for the past year. I couldn't get myself to leave it open now, even under pain of death.
so the 2 women he's living with is Grace and Gerta. Gerta. How do I, there. I was like, can I please get out of this scene?
Funny. I'd always heard the French didn't have those things.
So he's going to be politically incorrect quite often.
A daily supply of clean towels, reason number 1 for staying at a hotel.
Back to the Heidi's.
Font of cleanliness.
The font of cleanliness.
Funny. I'd always heard the French didn't have those things.
I wonder if it's going to see the
There's
garbage
nothing
can.
in there.
Okay. Gabriel Knight's butt.
Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Laffer.
Nice.
Larry Laffer.
Gabriel Knight. Laffer. Larry Laffer.
A daily supply of clean towels, reason
Okay,
number
so
1
that it
for
becomes the
staying
same
at a
thing.
hotel. I don't even have my toothbrush with me. Good thing I drink
That's
coffee.
going to be
It'll
so
disintegrate
gross.
just about anything.
Okay, so how do you flip him to get to the door? Okay, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fast when you're just using the camera. I'm not sure if there's a way to slow that down or not, but
All right, let's leave the bathroom. So we've done the bathroom, and we've done the bedroom. Is there any other hidden secrets or things in here that
We
we,
got that
That's
should
a bushy
see?
thing, isn't it?
we got the tape. We got the
The wire,
Wire
hanger.
hanger.
We got the tape, the wire hanger.
So getting this to run on Windows 10 took a little bit of exercising and massaging the game and stuff like that.
Describe what I was telling you. How it feels when you first log in the game. If you do no tweaking, what happens?
Oh, the first problem I had was we do have the game on CD, and trying to install it, the installer pops up, but then does nothing. And did some searching around, did finally find another custom installer for this game that was originally intended for Windows XP and Vista, but unfortunately it still works fine for Windows 10. And so I used that, install the game, CD-less, which is nice, so we don't have to keep swapping out the CDs as well.
This is good.
But then once you started it, then there are some other kind of weird graphical glitches. Also, do you want it in full screen mode, or do you want it in a windowed mode? So you had to run a configuration utility for that as well. And then even once you get into the game, the graphics were like all flickering and black, and when she tried it, it turned into paisley colors, and I saw 2 screens or something like that. It was very bizarre looking. And so you had to go into some of the graphical settings in this game as well to alter things. So I wrote up a blog post on how to fix a bunch of these problems.
Because the other thing that would happen is that you would get dual screens of the game, or one time I got like multiple little tiny pictures of the game all over. I was like, oh, this is definitely sucks. I mean, it'd been great for glitch. If you were doing a glitchy stream and you wanted to show what something awful could look like when it's glitched, that would have been it. you would take the mouse, and the mouse would just like make millions of little pixel boxes all over the screen of the game and stuff like that. I didn't even begin to try to even play it because it was just amazingly awful. So, and I was under the impression, and this was October of last year when I was going to do that for Spooktober, and I said to Chad, I can't get this to play. Now at that time, Chad wasn't interested in playing it. He really didn't want to be involved. So if you can't figure it out, then don't bother playing it. Play something else. Well, as we got along this year, we played Sins of the Father and stuff like that. And even Nate the not so great, talked to me. He's very, very very, very old computer savvy, and he talked to me and said, you can get that working. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. So fortunately, Chad's interested this year, and he got it fixed. And so you're getting to see the best of what Gabriel Knight could look like. And this is as good as it gets. Now, hold on. Let him come around the corner.
Looks like an ad for wine.
They also made him really chesty, like in the blockness of him. He's very, if you did like the point click to make the diagram of him, he's extremely blocky right through here.
Who would wear a white suit?
Oh yeah,
on a
we've seen
boat?
that one. All right, so let's move.
Who would wear a white suit?
Is there anything in
period?
this drawer right here? In this right here? Did you check?
You can try. I don't think there's anything in it.
Maybe a Bible?
Oh, there's nothing in there but dust bunnies.
Just the dust bunnies. And of course, Gabriel Knight is from the South. He is Louisiana. A Louisiana boy living in Germany. And, hold on. And installing on, okay. And then
Hi,
for
Chad.
anyone who
Welcome
is
in.
watching and is
Have a great
interested, Chad just posted a link of his blog on how to install this game on Windows 10. It was quite an adventure, which we appreciate because we're going to get to see.
I think the door locks automatically unless I turn that dial.
Okay. I also remember a lot of walking these hallways, especially when I couldn't find what I was looking for.
It's a hotel room door, not mine, by the way. I don't even know who's in that room yet.
Okay. Is there a not so close camera view here, or is this how this is? Well, there you go.
You just
I didn't know what you even pressed. Just click.
the west side keys.
All right, just click on anything. Eventually
They need to
save
get some
time.
of my dad's paintings in here. These are a bit too happy for my taste.
His dad's paintings were snakes, right? Were these
It was like the
troublesome nightmare
skull-
snakes?
Yeah.
See, now there's an artist who knows how sexy red umbrellas are.
Ooh, did you know that?
I'm kind of curious if some of these are real or if they went someplace. And I think some of these places, especially Gabriel Knight 3, they did go on site and took a lot of shots and stuff. So I'm kind of wondering if some of these are real. Like in the upcoming EGA game, the Crimson Diamond, there's some really small little paintings in the cabin. And most of those are real paintings that are done really, really small and stuff. But
Oh, she just found like gifts of them and put them in the game.
yeah, some of them are real paintings and stuff like that. At least one of them is like not time period correct because of when the game takes place versus when the painting was made or something like that. It's just,
This could.
Little family in the grass. How domestic.
It could be real paintings.
yes.
Hotel blah blah, staff only.
Can you use the wire hanger?
Nope, those don't work together.
What, you can't use a wire hanger to Jimmy and lock a
I'm
lock?
trying to think, feel like if it's a.
It's locked. Good
Don't,
thing
don't
I didn't
spoil
read
what
any
it
toilet
is. Just
paper.
I think it was
in
like-
your mind.
Well, if he was a space janitor, he would have stolen the toilet paper, break into the supply closet.
That's so true, though.
Let's go talk to Jean Valjean.
All right, time to talk to somebody. We'll be talking to him a lot this game.
Ah, you must be Monsieur Knight in room 25. My name is Jean. If
Jean
there's anything you
Valjean.
need, I will be at your service most humbly.
Thanks.
I'll be at your service most humbly. How many times you hear that when you go into a hotel? So we really do
Is
use
there
him.
anything I should know about the town?
Rennes-le-Château? We have a small town, but a rich history. I suggest Monsieur visite le musée de Saunière. It's just down the road.
Did any vampires with a baby check in?
Say, Jean, have you seen two men with a large trunk around the hotel? Maybe, checking in?
No, monsieur, but most of the guests arrived last night, oui? And I was, excusez-moi, not on duty.
Yeah, you better excuse
We
yourself
have
for
a
not
number
being
of
on duty.
gentlemen staying at the hotel. As to their luggage, I
Duty.
cannot say.
Not that type of duty.
We already did that duty.
Maybe somebody else who works here might have seen the
Yeah.
two men.
The night clerk is Simone. When she comes on duty this evening, perhaps monsieur could ask
I was
her.
trying to see if I could see that, but I can't even see it.
Could ask.
I can't see with my glasses either.
Why?
Because too close a distance.
I think that would
Too
annoy
close, I
him.
can't read with my glasses. My glasses are far away glasses. So things with
There's
distance
some kind of
that
book
have
on the
words, I
desk.
would need my glasses.
Let's look at this book.
Oh, let us look at the book.
Gabriel Knight, Germany.
So where's Grace?
She's not here yet. Actually,
Okay, because I was like,
Okay.
we were in.
Ezra.
We went to the. I wish they would have added that part. Okay, put it in a comic book. That's great,
looks like
but I
these
wish they would have
guests have
done
all
a little
signed
bit of
in within
blurb
the
of,
last 24
more of
hours.
why we are where we are. The story is black.
It's the
it's
hotel
black
registry.
in this part. We know you got beat on the train.
Looks like these
But we don't
guests
know
have all
why
signed in
without
within
the
last
comic.
24 hours.
Is Major Mosley here?
Yep.
Does he see him?
He doesn't see it from that.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I probably should steal the registry.
Most likely.
So
Looks
it's
like these guests have all signed in within the last.
Probably that
24
Oh, it's
sloppy
this
writing
one.
right
Yeah.
there.
So yeah,
He can't read.
USA.
Looks like these guests have all
Mosley.
signed in within the last
33.
24 hours.
Room 33.
I think that's it. So
Can we have him call room 33?
I just want you to know you're doing a great
Ah,
job.
how nice.
So
How
many
nice to
people
say, I
forget
just
to say
want
the
you to
little
know,
words of
Mike
kindness.
Cade, you're doing
Monsieur
a
is
great
too
job.
thoughtful.
yeah, are you busy
Don't
packing?
mention it.
No, he's unpacking. He's moved in.
Oh wow. That was
Yeah,
fast.
they've moved
Oh, well,
in.
yeah.
They had most of their stuff in
Most of their
storage.
stuff was still.
And packed
that's
away.
cheerful.
So
Makes me
basically
feel
now
right
it's
at
just
home.
the, oh, I forgot we had this. Oh yeah, we have that. Let's use this.
Oh, we had that from stuff we packed away 3 years ago.
We did that in our new home. Finally, we unpacked things that we have had packed for years because of space.
Yeah, I'd be able to unpack all our books finally,
Yep.
or almost. I think almost everything.
I don't have any boxes of books anymore.
If that's what I think it is, I can die a happy man.
Yep. Still unpacking. We moved in last Friday.
Oh wow.
Not this past Friday, but my birthday Friday. Yep.
Oh,
Moved
great.
in, spent the night, got a lot done, enough for them to spend the night. My kids even.
Hey, how about some coffee
So
out
is
here,
it-
Marcy?
Coffee. Coffee, I think, is coffee. In pretty
Mayor
much
say
every language.
coffee.
In Welsh, it's coffee. In Spanish. It's cafe.
Of all the hotels in all over the world,
Mosley has to
Gabriel Knight.
look like this. Has to look like
Wanker.
Grimace.
Mosley? Is that you?
No, it's my evil twin. What the hell are you doing here, Knight?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation. I'm here with the tour group.
What kind of tour group?
You know, the touring kind.
And you guys came here?
Well, it's kind of special, it's a special treasure hunting tour group.
Treasure? What treasure?
Look, read the brochures, okay? I'm not the freaking tour guide.
Jeez, nice to see you too.
So, what are you doing here again?
I came to see you.
What?
Sure. I called your number at the post.
Right, of course. I forgot I mentioned it. Well, it's great to see you. Great.
Yeah.
If you want to join a tour, you'll have to talk to Madeline Boothang. She's around here
Don't
somewhere.
lie.
And come up to the room later, would you? I'm in room 33.
Yep, there it is.
Sure.
33.
And thanks for surprising me, old pal.
No problem.
All right.
So the thing
F
is-
off. Go ahead.
So yeah, later on he'll be a little more commenting, but
You forgot what you were gonna say.
oh yeah. So when he did like the little chuckle and stuff like that, it reminded me of George Bush Jr.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you consider this game, it came out in '99. This would have been before he was. People really outside of Texas would even really know him, but he kind of sounded a little like that. so-
Well, you knew his dad. You knew George Bush Sr.
yeah, but he didn't quite sound like that.
Uh,
Or maybe I'm thinking
yeah,
more
he
like the,
actually did.
or if anything, I mean a little bit, but he was like a little different. But actually, maybe it reminds me a little more of the robot chicken spoofs of Bush Jr. I'm the president of this mother.
So can we talk about Mosley's body?
He looks like Grimace from Ronald McDonald Friends.
Nothing like
Mosley's
choo-choos
body
to help
is.
you work up
I
an
think they really had
appetite.
a hard time trying. It's the rounding of the edges that we're talking about with
it
these
just
3D
looks
games.
Very frumpish. I mean, he was always kind of already a sort of a little more plump guy from all that Louisiana cooking, but yeah, here it doesn't look right. And
But how
even-
many years have passed since Sins of the Father at this particular juncture? We're talking about 8 or 9 years.
I don't think it's that many. I don't know exactly how many. but-
Okay, so let me look on my phone.
I mean, are you talking about
Okay, the
in
game.
real time or game time?
Well, game time was real time in the Sins of the Fathers. It really was that time. So that's what I said. If it was like 93
Packages of maple syrup.
or 95.
Well, the real first game came out like '93.
So we're talking 6 years since we had
no
Mosley,
thanks.
because Mosley wasn't in Beast Within
No,
at all.
but it depends on how much
The very
time in the
handsome,
games.
the very handsome Count was, but not Mosley.
Yes, we need some maple syrup. It is very important.
Beats the heck out of eating with your hands.
Oh,
As I
there
mentioned,
you go.
as I mentioned in my blog post, where's your? Ooh, let's open this back up. So I'm gonna go to.
Has anybody commented?
No, I haven't even put really. This is the first time I even mentioned it.
Uh,
At the very end, so these are the instructions that should get you started, so you can start exploring Rennes Chateau in all of its garish, blocky 3D glory. Sniff, sniff. Is that maple syrup I smell?
That's awesome. You did a really good job. Oh my God, I love you. You're just so awesome.
This looks a lot better actually on mobile versus if you widen the screen, it looks kind of stupid.
Yeah, no, it looks
Otherwise,
great.
it's anyway. This
Wow,
is
helpful.
anyway. This is going to be part of the
Adventure game thing.
probably one of the most nefarious puzzles from this game.
Nothing much
So
on the
you're gonna need
buffet
this.
at the moment.
Maple syrup later on.
Doing good, Winkers. Hey, Mike K, did you click on his blog link? It really is done. Well done. He basically shared with other adventure gamers how to play Gabriel Knight. Maybe more people will be able to play
install
it
it.
Mosley?
now. How to install it,
Rennes le
not how to
Chateau?
play it. We can tell them how to
Wait,
play it by watching
are
a
you as
video, but
confused as I
how
am?
to install it. Not many people. A lot of people are pushed off
probably
from
wouldn't
this
make any more
because they
sense
don't
the
know
second
how to
time
install
around.
it in Windows
Maybe
10
I should wait till we're alone.
and all of his
I
other
hope
stuff
they
he's
don't
working
actually
on.
cook in
My
there.
man is a very studious guy. He's constantly programming, constantly
Pottery.
developing.
What's up with that? She's kind of cute, but what do you suppose he's doing exactly?
He looks like he's Bubby Goosing her. Woo!
2 men.
2 men in a
Two
bathtub.
lonely guys in hats.
2 lonely guys in hats.
Nice legs.
Well, he has an appreciation even for the older ladies.
Some gal in a tutu, a ballerina or something.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Ingenuity,
Into
if you are there,
diamonds
how's that
for a
garden?
dining room.
I would love to talk to you about
Clever.
your garden and what you're growing and everything like that. So if you are you are sometime popping out, pop out and say hi, you little troublemaker. All right.
Okay, good. Now we can steal stuff.
Yay, Jean Valjean is gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this.
We'll be taking that.
The hotel's one.
We'll be
lead to
stealing the
outside
telephone.
world.
They won't need that either.
I think that would annoy him.
Whoa! Hi, Sean. Weren't doing anything.
Well, this is a nice touch. He then goes and cleans the window.
Oh yeah, I mean he said anything we want. Our service is his
The
world.
window overlooks the parking lot. That's pleasant.
Game is going good. We are really moving slow because we want to see everything. Look at him, really minutely clean each and every speck of whatever off the glass. Phone box, right?
Yep.
Telephone. Oui. Telephone. Telephone someone.
James
So,
Stewart, Prince of Albany.
James Stewart. Not Jimmy Stewart.
Prince James is calling.
Not
card.
spelled right. But still, the Prince of Albany. We got friends in high places. Oh, look at me. Use the phone. Can I charge the call? Maybe it's free calling from the hotel, or I'd be added to the bill at the end.
Hello? Stewart's residence?
This is Gabriel Knight calling for Prince James.
Yes. One moment, please.
This is Gabriel Knight.
Mr. Knight? What in God's name?
I know you must be frantic. Let me explain. Last night, someone came into the bedroom through the window and took your son. I followed them, but I couldn't catch up. They went to the train station and boarded a train for Toulouse. I believe they got out of a little place called Cuiza. I'm still trying to track what happened next.
Cuiza? Near Rennes le Chateau?
Yes, you know it?
Gabriel, thank you very much for informing me. I must think for a moment, please. I'm afraid our investigation of the night visitors will have to be postponed. I'll send down some men to look into the kidnapping.
Wait a minute. What makes you think the night visitors weren't involved?
I don't have time to explain. Keep your eyes open until my men arrive, if you would. I'll send Miss Nakamura along. Oh, and naturally, your travel expenses and the fee we discussed will be taken care of.
Oh, that's not important.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight. Perhaps I will call on you again when I have time for such matters.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, your son was kidnapped. Is that not important?
It's a hospital, but that's not important right now. It's a baby that was kidnapped, but that's not important right now because Shirley.
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley. Surely, you would want my help. I am, after all, a shadow hunter. The shadow hunter means monster hunter, and
I'm searching after the monsters who stole your kid. But all right,
Oh yes, Junior, yes, yes.
let me think about that. Now, I really have to give that a gander here. Okay, may I say, okay, winkers, winkers, wink, 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 wink. Mike has said hello. And already, baby kidnapped. Yeah, screw him. We can make more. Okay, this is not your ordinary baby. This, Mike Cade, is a special child. And this is part of the reason why they want the child, is because the child's lineage is very, very special. Think Knights of the Templar, think the blood of Jesus Christ, and all of that stuff. And that's why we want this baby back. We need this one back. However, Dad has got to think about it for a while. So, all right, while you're thinking about it, I'm going to look at nothing else because they have nothing else for me to do.
It's a telephone. They work the same way here in France.
It's a telephone. Hello. The prince sounds so refined, so, hello. And Gabriel Knight, hello. This is Gabriel Knight. I wasn't able to find your child. Yes, babe. Gabriel Knight knows nothing about raising no damn babies or even keeping one. All right, there is someone. Can we listen down the phone call?
I don't hear anything. Maybe he's got a long-winded telephone partner. Then again, maybe not.
And this was back in the days before internet, so so Pepe's like, oh yes, baby, do that. Oh, please, put that on. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm in the hotel. Hope no one's listening. Score. Score. All right.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. We see your feet. All right. Is there any other? Okay. Well, holy moly, Mike. Boobies. That deserves an exclamation, Mike Cade. Boobies. Holy moly, Mike. The French really just roll out the pictures, don't they? I'm leaving this here for Chad. I gotta get my stream bad. You're probably gonna get my stream bad. It would be BIES. We have to do the whole thing to get the boobs. It's not just a little bit. It's Chad, can you please come quickly? That's what she said. Okay. All right. First of all, yes. If you've ever wondered if I'm a dirty old lady, the answer is yes. But I'm a good-natured one, and I don't let the sweat the small stuff. Okay. It's exclamation BEWBIES, Mike.
Oh, wow. Hello.
We come out of the telephone booth. I was just making comments. Look closer at the pixel art of the naked woman. Boobies! That's what happened. Boobies! No, boobies did not happen, Mike Cade. Boobies are a distraction, Mike Cade. Get your mind out of the booby mindset, Mike Cade. Okay, so here's my theory. Is it too early to be crazy? Because if it is, it's too late. You're sitting there on the phone with one of those 1-800-CALL-MEs looking at that picture. 1-800-CALL-ME, Ingenuity.
Weren't they generally 900 numbers?
No, I think they originally started out with 1-800 and then they moved to 1-900. Back off. So if you wanted to lose your erection, you looked at that picture.
No, That would make too much
Unless you had a
sense.
thing for high necks. Then you might want to keep that looking at that picture. Ooh, today's daily paper.
Lounge. Ooh,
What
how
happened to the dude that was sitting there?
sophisticated.
Darn it.
Were we supposed to talk to the dude that was sitting there? Well, we'll get another chance to talk to him.
Lounge.
So now look at this
Ooh,
picture.
how
Okay, listen for a second.
sophisticated.
The powdered face and the normal neck. Normal body.
A lounge. Ooh.
You just get excited over that picture. You want to go look at the one in the hallway?
Dang. Ezra dude left.
Okay, well, we can talk to him later.
Hey, free food.
Yay, grab one. I wish the American would leave alone the mints. All right, well, we might need a mint. Maybe vampires don't have a thing about mints. Maybe they don't like mint. All right, there's mostly, we can't do much with him. I don't know about art, but I know what I like. I think that was in the Gabriel Knight too.
Oh wait, there he's back.
He's back. He appeared. He just went to the bathroom for a hair of a second.
There's a guy reading the newspaper. in the
Ooh,
lounge.
obviously Sherlock Holmes. I thought he was reading the.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Knight.
Here we go.
Knight.
And I am Emilio Baza.
Emilio. Interesting name. Where are you from, anyway?
The Middle East, originally.
Huh. Hey, you with that tour group by any chance?
I am. Yes. Yes, I am.
Nice place, huh? Did you get in last night?
Yes.
Not too late, I hope.
Not late, no.
Did you drive in?
A friend dropped me off. I'm not crazy about flying and owning a vehicle. Such a nuisance.
Okay, they did a really interesting job with the eyes.
Are you a treasure hunter, Emilio?
I suppose I am, but riches can be measured in many ways.
Well, that's true enough. So, what do you think the treasure is?
Oh, I would not presume to say, Mr. Knight. At least
not out loud. That's.
His name's Emilio Baza. I don't have anything else to say to him.
Okay, that picture is found in the Museum of Art Museum in Chicago.
Emilio Baza.
Okay, so he's in room
31.
31. One other thing, they didn't allow you to write down or copy this thing, so you have to keep going back and forth. But anyway,
Well, that's cheerful. Makes me feel right at home.
a similar type of picture of the of that, and I don't know the art. Boy, I hope we get someone who is good with art, because there's a lot of art in this game.
Madeleine Bouthane.
Ooh, shh, don't give it away. Well, she got a big old butt.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind. Let me slink my leisure suit Larry on ass over there with a. Look me, he's walking to the music.
Oh, Emilio's coming out. That's kind of a neat little interaction. Oh crap, she smokes.
Gabriel Knight is probably high on that. It's all right.
Hi. You must be Madeleine Bouthane.
Perhaps. Who are you?
Gabriel Knight. You know Mosley from your tour? We go way back.
Ah, I should have recognized the
Both sound like
accent.
buffoons.
What accent?
Never mind.
The hairstyle
So,
is
you know Monsieur
awful.
Oh, yeah. And I was wondering how much you charge me to, kind of hang with the group, given that I'm paying for my own hotel and all.
2,000 francs.
Kind of steep, innit?
This is the price of success. Do you wish to find the treasure or not?
Yes.
I'll think
Zip.
about it. When did y'all get in?
Last night?
Late?
No. Why do you ask?
Just curious how long it took. You drove it?
Yes. from
Well,
Toulouse.
she's really doing
It's
this,
about,
you know.
2 hours.
Notice me.
Who all came in the van?
Most of the group flew into Toulouse. John Wilkes, Lady Howard, Miss Styles, and your friend, mostly.
Your friend.
Messieurs Kelly and Baza made their own
Okay.
arrangements.
The facial details of her are beautiful. The hair is awful, but it's 3D, and what could you have done? Gabriel Knight's hair doesn't look as bad, but her hair looks like you took a donut and slapped it and smashed it on your head.
Well, a lot of it is, I mean, these are early 3D. If you went back and looked at the early Tomb Raider games,
Yes.
similar problems, that everything's and they're trying to make it somewhat realistic looking versus like you look at Mario 64, it's cartoony. It definitely gets better in later games,
Well,
but
yeah.
it doesn't feel like quite as dated.
So, what's this tour group do, anyway?
I guide my clients through the facts of the mystery and show them the important locations. From there, they can draw their own conclusions.
I also like her
Well, how
tiger,
come you're not guiding
her
them
leopard
right now?
vest.
There is a lot to absorb in the
With the
town of
orange
Saint-Michel
stripes.
night. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. will be the first guided lecture.
Oh, well, I'll still think about it.
Because no woman in their
So,
right
you're
mind
the
is going to wear
expert,
brown
right?
pants with the
What's your
non-matching
theory
brown
about the treasure
pants.
and
She should have wore
shut down?
jeans. They put her
I
in.
leave that to my clients.
Maybe she's too fancy
It's
for
better
jeans,
that
but then
way.
if you're going to do a leopard, just don't even have the orange shirt underneath it. Just have the leopard skin.
France, right?
I don't wanna
It's
show
France,
that
after
to her.
all. When in French do like the French do. Wear no clothes.
I don't think that's quite how it works.
Well, that's how it works in Germany.
I don't want to show that to her.
Score.
I don't want to show that to her.
You don't want to show something to her? What do you want to show to her, Gabriel Knight?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, she's quite beautiful in the face.
So you're saying they did a good job with that, at least.
I do think so, yeah. I mean, I was noticing the eyes on the guy that's Basra. The eyes are beautiful. This one, they did a really nice
I
thin
like a woman who
French
keeps her
nose and
equipment
stuff.
in
Love the
good shape.
VW bus.
Yeah, it's gonna. Mike Wolf is gonna show up in no time and ask to buy the bus.
How much for the VW bus?
reminds
What
me
year
of
is
the
it? We have to
present
find out
the
what
Voodoo
year it is,
group
and then get a
left
bunch of long information about how they made the certain VW year. Okay, can you rifle through her bag?
I like a woman who.
Yeah.
Right,
old joke.
a woman who's in good shape.
Guess he's getting some fresh air.
Okay, it looks like he's wearing sandals. It's like, oh, piss
So
off.
much for that idea.
Stop asking me questions, stranger, wacko, stalker. Okay, the buildings are
That
very
looks like a
nicely
private
done.
home.
As far as the way that they're designed.
Well, it helps
Even
if they're square, you know.
Well,
If
yeah,
I look at
I
it
mean,
for too long, I'll have to
or
go back
or
up
pitched
to the
or slanted.
rim.
Not bad for water for 1999.
Yeah, some of this they had to just kind of make it like a repeating texture loop.
Mm-hmm.
Some of this probably.
Not sure what it says, but if it has to do with bikes, I'm there.
One thing I also, they didn't put a lot of background people in this thing. I always kind of thought this town seemed extremely deserted. You know, like hotel,
Looks like an accident.
this
waiting to
area,
happen.
and a
Kinda
few
like my
minor and
life.
nothing else. You know, nobody working outside,
I'd
no
like
markets.
to rent a bike.
Those bikes are nice.
Oh, check out that Harley. Wow, I'd love to drive that baby.
And now is my mic
It's a
Wolf comes
moped
in
rental
and tries
shop.
to.
They're closed at
Him and
night.
Frank in their American
It's a
Restoration
moped
van.
rental shop.
Because we're not going to get anywhere without any
Hey,
vehicles in this
anybody
place.
in there?
Guess not.
Is anybody in there? Can you read the sign?
That must be where they repair the bikes.